What is up, y'all? Snipes-n-Snarfblatts, your unauthorized place for Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and Fox. We just made it out of Toy Story 4. And this is going to be a difficult movie to review because I thought it was a really, really good movie. However, I think I did the wrong thing, as much I usually do when it comes to these, and I watched the original perfect trilogy that is Toy Story 3 days before going in. I watched 1, 2, and 3 every day leading up to going to see 4. So I've got the originals real fresh in my head going to see this, and we all know the originals are perfect. Like I said earlier in the shows a couple weeks ago, you got a 100% movie, a 98% movie, and a 100% movie on Rotten Tomatoes. These things are perfect pieces of entertainment right here, you know what I'm saying? So I watched these, and then I went immediately into this. So this one, alright, it's hilarious. Like, there are parts of this movie where I was just genuinely laughing. However, without watching it a couple more times, really, I don't think I really got, the feels like I did throughout the original trilogy. Like, I mean, there were parts in the original trilogy that were just damn near heartbreaking. And I didn't really get that here. I mean, I got it in a couple places, but not really like you got it in the originals. So I don't know, but I feel like that might be the thing that's just missing, because something's missing from this that doesn't put it on the greatness level for me as the original 3. It's a really good movie. It's just not on that like perfect film level for some reason, and I don't know what it was, because the animation is beautiful. You notice that off top from the time it starts. The animation is just impeccable. These toys look real now almost. The plastic looks like plastic. Like, it's crazy how real these look. So you notice that off top. They hit your nostalgia off top by going back to Andy, going back to a moment where right when we lost Bo Peep, you know what I'm saying? We kind of figured that's what they were going to open up with, because that's what this is about, and Forky's what this is about. And as for what they're about and how entertaining it is based on that, like I said, this is a really, really good movie. I just didn't walk out feeling like it was up to Toy Story standards. Now, that could change after watching it a bunch. I mean, when we're talking Toy Story, we're talking, these are movies I grew up with and seen a long time. I've seen these a lot. So I've picked things out of these movies by now, and they just got better with every single view. And this one could do that too. It's just, it feels not up to those at this moment, I guess. And like I said, that could grow on me, but as of right now, just walking out the theater and really thinking about it, it didn't really live up to those original 3. But the new characters, this is all them. Like, I mean, you don't really get all the toys for that long, and it spends a lot of time, it felt like, for a minute there, in the human range, which is something we don't get from Toy Story that much. And this one did that. So, I don't know though. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. New characters, great. New characters, we got your Ducky and Bunny. We'll call Bo a new character because this is an all-new version of Bo. You got your Duke Kaboom, Keanu Reeves' character, and Forky himself. All of that was probably some of the best parts of the movie. It was hilarious. Those characters are great on a comedic level. I will definitely give this that. It was an entertaining, funny movie. I just don't know if, like I said, if it had the heart still to put it up there, because you don't get much to resonate with when it comes to the original characters. This is really the new characters with Buzz and Woody. So, I mean, everything else, I mean, Jessie doesn't even really have that big of a part in this movie, even though she has a great significance in this movie. So I don't want to get too much into spoilers, so I mean, that's all I'm really going to get into when it comes to story itself. But like I said, you don't really get all the toys like you've been getting, because I felt like the world's gotten bigger and bigger. And this time, instead of growing on the toys you already know, you get to see them, you get to play with them a little bit. But when your real playtime comes with the new characters and Woody and Buzz. So honestly, and like I said, not getting spoilery, I don't feel like we should go beyond this. Like, I know there's talk of 5, but 4, like I said, it doesn't feel like they're ending on a high spot, because I don't think it really made it to those original trilogy level. But still, really, really, really entertaining film. And like I said, it got you nostalgic for a while. It caps it off, like I said, even though if they may not went out with a boom, they at least went out here with something that was great, if not at least just really, really good. Because like I said, it was really entertaining. I don't know if I was feeling the villain character that much. They did hit it right on the money with ventriloquist dolls being just terrifying, because it was just unsettling throughout this movie when they were there. So I get that. That was just, wow. That was the little clamp monkey of this one. Those things were just terrifying. But the actual villain, the Gabby Gabby doll, I don't know how I feel about this villain yet. I'm still really wrapping my head around it. It would get spoilery to really get too much into her character. That I know that's why they stayed like just with an outside, letting you speculate going in. She's not at all what I thought she was going to be going in. She had that essence for a minute, in which this one is. It was kind of darker. And when it got into that, but then it just took a turn and went a whole different direction with her. And like I said, I don't know if the villain worked for me that well. That could be one more small minus, but I mean, on Rotten Tomatoes, this thing's still at 98%. It's still rated as the worst of the Toy Stories with 198/100. So if it stays at 98, it's going to be rated as the worst. I would technically, if we were using those terms, probably put it more at a 96, 97 level. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's still a really, really high up there movie. I just feel like it's one step behind the others, even if it's so many steps forward when it comes to the technology of animation and such as that. I didn't get in fact, there's this end credit scene. I thought that was one of the greatest scenes in the movie. Like I said, the new characters really carry this thing. And I walked out talking about how funny it was more than I walked out talking about just, wow, that was impressive. So like I said, I didn't get the emotional connection to this Toy Story 4 that I got to the original 3 Toy Stories. And even watching them again, I can say that. That's why I said I might have done myself a disservice going in by watching the original 3. But I think it really helped keep me in a realm of reality of what to expect out of this, which hurt and didn't hurt at the same time. I went in expecting greatness. And that's probably why I came out going, that was really good, instead of getting everything I got out of the original trilogy. But like I said, I don't know what direction to go in after this one, so I really don't know if I would chance going for another one, because like I said, I don't honestly feel like they ended up on top of their Toy Story game when it comes to this one. Even though it's like the guy that says, "Yay, I made $2 million, but I'm kind of upset because I didn't make 2.5." You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you feel when you hear something like that. Because I know I'm like, wow, but you made $2 million. Shouldn't you be happy? But that's how I feel with this. I feel like I'm going in and I came out with like, wow, that was really, really good. But it wasn't as good as I think it could have been. So I don't know. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. If you love Toy Story, by all means, go see this movie, and you will not like this movie. It's very entertaining. It's very funny. It's all around of just fun to watch. Like I said, the whole theater was just cracking up watching this movie. And I think all that it was missing was the original, just emotional connection you had to growing with all those toys throughout the 3. And I didn't really have that here. There was like I said, a couple of times you really get emotionally invested into this, but I think it's more a nostalgic like thing than it is you just really feeling like you did in that original 3. I can't really explain it without talking about deep into the movie, and I just don't want to do that because it just doesn't make any sense to do that. But anyway, like I said, really good film. Go see this if you're a Toy Story fan. I don't think it will let you down at all. If anything, you will come out loving these new characters: Forky, Ducky, Bunny, the new Bo, Giggles. You'll love all these new characters. They are great. They really make the movie because they're what keep it entertaining and just funny. And I will give them this: Woody and Buzz. These toys really know how to get around now. Like, we went from the confines of just around the block to going out to the pizza place scares them to really getting out of their box in 2 and 3. They were all of a sudden in different areas all together, finding their way here and there. This one just opens up on that. Like, these toys get around now. They have zero fear of being caught because they're just that stealthy. They're like ninja-like. But that, like I said, it's good. It's really good. You'll really like it. Go see it. But before that, hit a subscribe, hit a like, look for my more thought out written. Like I said, I'm going to take till over the weekend to really let this sit in, and I'm going to write something. Still will be no spoilers, but it'll be a lot more deeper into what I think after taking some time to reflect. So check that out. The best way to check that out is after subscribing. Go down there into the description, and at the bottom there's going to be some links. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and you'll get an announcement of when that hits the website. That way you can click it and see what I really think on this, and we can go back and forth after you see it in the comments of that. So follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram for pictures, food reviews, stuff like that from Walt Disney World. And then follow us on Pinterest, well, just for the same reason as all those, because everything goes there too. So until next time, to infinity and your mom.